The time is 9:19 a.m., August 31st, 2021, a Tuesday. The news headline: Two reasons why Fulani herdsmen won't conquer Nigeria, as Governor Otom claimed. Due to the increasing rate of banditry in the country, Differential Privacy says that several people are beginning to wonder if it is all going to end one day, or if it will take another new level with bandits and terrorists inhabiting and claiming Nigeria as their home. Recently, the governor of Benue State, Samuel Ortom, revealed at a public hearing that Fulani herdsmen aim or agenda in Nigeria is to conquer the entire country. He revealed this while speaking with BBC Pidgin during the weekend. According to the governor, he has documents to back his claims, which he sent to President Muhammadu Buhari, the DSS, and the police recently to verify. Though there have been rumors about plans for Nigeria to be ruled by bandits and terrorists in the future, the fact that Governor Ortom claims he has a document for what he is saying is another thing entirely. In my opinion, the comparison Governor Ortom made concerning Nigeria being taken over by terrorists like the Taliban taking over Afghanistan does not have a good foundation. And to back that up, here are two reasons why terrorists can never take over the rule Nigeria in the future. Number one, our soldiers are trained by the best of the best. Most Nigerian military soldiers, especially the one put up in front against the dreaded Boko Haram insurgents, were trained by the US military. We all know that the US is a good place to lay a good foundation for soldiers because of how much experience and tactics they have to their advantage. Nigerian soldiers undergo training with US troops to learn how to be better soldiers on the battlefield. Number two, Russia would supply Nigeria with effective and destructive weapons to fight against Boko Haram. And also, recently the President Buhari regime signed a contract with Russia for the supply of ammunition ranging from small firearms to tanks and RPGs to the Nigerian military. In the past, the Nigerian military had complained about poor weaponry, but with this coming supply of ammunition to the Nigerian military, they will be able to handle terrorists like Boko Haram adequately. For these two reasons, Nigeria can't and will never be ruled by Fulani herdsmen or terrorists. Daily Post NG. The time is 9:22 a.m. The analysis. It has been known lately that the Benue State Governor, Samuel Ortom, has been decrying over incessant killing in the state. There was a time he made mention that over 70 persons have been murdered in 2 weeks in Makurdi local government area state. And while addressing protesting youth at the internally displaced persons IDP camp in Abegana village sometimes ago, where the youth were protesting the attack by suspected herders on Monday night, in which 7 persons were killed and many injured. Governor Ortom said as at then that the unfortunate development could have been averted if the federal government was proactive. He said this is an unfortunate development, that what is happening, if the federal government had taken proactive steps, we will not be where we are today. He said in the last 2 weeks, as at then, over 70 persons just in Makurdi local government area alone were killed, and it is not acceptable. He asked the government to go to Goma, that the same killings are taking place there. Go to Gwa West, the same killings are taking place there, and this is not fair. The federal government has refused to take a proactive step to arrest this ugly situation we are witnessing today. He said that we recall that he alerted the entire nation when Fulanis from 14 countries met in Yola and declared that except the government review the prohibition of open grazing law, Benue State will not know peace. He said he had written to the federal government to arrest the leaders of Miyetti Allah that hosted that meeting, but nothing was done. It means that we don't have a government, Governor Ortom lamented. You can imagine this is a beginner IDP camp. The adjoining villages are occupied by IDPs. What else do you want them to do? You send these people away from their villages. They came here to take refuge, and today they are being killed in this manner. They no longer come here with their cattle because they want to suck blood. The governor says that how do we wake up every day and see people being killed? How can he be a happy man? Mr. President must do the needful, and he wants to suggest that immediately let there be a security summit, that he is aware that the situation is prevalent in other parts of the country too. He restated that the Asalines are not bandits but are Fulani herdsmen. He said they are not bandits, they are Fulanis. We saw them and heard them speak the language. He also urged the president to allow citizens to bear firearms because of recent it was known and it was heard by Governor Ortom, whereby he said that he is not going to continue to announce the death of citizens being killed in his country or thereabouts, that the citizens and the people of his own state should therefore stand and defend themselves as well. They should get any firearms or any way that they can use to make sure that they are also self-defendant, so that these Fulani herdsmen and some other people would not just be killing them every now and then. And this is an unfortunate development, because if the federal government are not taking a proactive step to do what is needful, then the country might continue to be as disastrous as it is tending to be. And this is as regards this, a writer on Daily Post NG says that it disagrees with Governor Ortom's stance. At a particular point in time, Governor Ortom compared Nigeria to Afghanistan. We all know that of recent, the Taliban took over the Afghanistan country. And yes, the writer says that, of course, it is known that there is terror in the country. However, he does not believe that the country can be taken over by Boko Haram just like it happened in Afghanistan. He said there are two reasons for this, and the two reasons the writer gave is that, number one, our soldiers are trained by the best of the best, because they were trained by the US military army, which we know that the US is a place to lay a good foundation for soldiers because of how much experience and tactics they have to their advantage. And also that the military has been complaining about ammunition, supply of ammunition, that they don't have firearms and the likes like that. And as President Muhammadu Buhari has signed a contract with Russia